Good morning from the Dbfl Plus headquarters in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm your league manager, Brandon Thompson. Well, good afternoon and good morning, good night, whatever time zone you're on out there. We're here to provide you great coverage of the week's past action in the Dbfl. In fact, let's get right to it. First, we'll recap some standings for you. The Just Married squad right now on top of the Dbfl food chain at 5-2. After them, the Meat Monsters in second place. Mean Team Green, last year's carpet as everyone walked over them. They're at 5-2, looking good this season. The Cervix Pushers started off very slow this season, but they're coming around slowly but surely at 4-3. Gateway to the South coming in at 4-3, an expansion team. Dbfl Magnificence 3-4, another expansion team. The Throat Slayers were vying for last year's championship, this year not doing so hot at 2-5, and Team Smashers, who was at the bottom of the food chain last year, seemed to be the Dbfl's Cardinals of the NFL. They just can't seem to get it right at 0-7. Week 8 matchups for you. Gateway to the South will take on the Dbfl Magnificence. Pushers at Just Married. Monsters will take on the Slayers team, and Smashers will square off against Mean Team Green, all in Week 8. Let's go over some personnel notes from the player personnel headquarters. The Monsters will drop Ike Hilliard and pick up wide receiver Devery Henderson from the New Orleans Saints. This being done after Ike Hilliard suffered that terrible hit on Monday Night Football, in which it knocked him out with Paul's upright. Just Married will drop Eddie Royal as they are on a bye this week with the Broncos, and pick up wide receiver Antonio Bryan, who was on the winning end of that Monday Night Football game. Had a decent game, and we'll see how that works out for the Just Married squad. Also, Just Married is looking at proposing a trade in which they will deal running back Matt Forte to the Gateway to the South in possible receipt of Maurice Jones-Drew, who has a favorable matchup, against the Cleveland Browns this weekend. Could be a breakout game for Jones-Drew, who has really yet to have that this season. Week 7 trophies. The high will go to Mean Team Green, weekly high scoring award. Mean Team Green with 208 points. And the What the F award will go to Alvarez Stampley's Throat Slayer squad, as they had 3 players on a bye, one of which was on the bench who could have played. Don't really know what's going on down there. Let's get into some more interesting things, folks. Really a lot of great matchups going on this weekend. At the top of the food chain, we have Just Married at 5-2, but they're in a very important matchup this weekend against the Cervix Pushers, who, again, as I mentioned earlier, have started very slow this season, but have come around to really be a formidable opponent in this league. With the way the records are and the standings are right now, if Just Married can't hold on to win that game, we're going to have a real shakeup in the standings, folks. Let's say hypothetically that Just Married will lose this game. They will go to 5-3, as well as the Cervix Pushers, and then depending on what happens with the Meat Monsters and Mean Team Green, we don't know what's going on there. So could be a very shakeup in the standings, However, if the Cervix Pushers can't find a way to win, that will push Just Married to 6-2, dropping them to 4-4. So both teams really understanding the significance of this matchup. Also, the Monsters at the Slayers, Jermaine Terrence squad cannot afford to lose another game to drop them deeper in the standings, and then, again, depending on what happens with the other game. So a lot of good matchups this weekend, a lot of important matchups this weekend, and we'll see how it works out for everybody this weekend. So we're looking forward to a great week of competition, guys, and we'll talk to you all later. Until next time.